In this slide video, we will walk through how to view and modify your user account details using the Enterprise A&A Common Interface. Please note, account details are made up by items such as username, email address, phone number, password, and identity baseline questions. This is the Iowa School Alerts web application, one of over 200 applications offered by the state of Iowa that utilizes Enterprise A&A. To sign into this application, you first click the Login button, which will open the Enterprise A&A Common Interface web service application. You need to navigate to A&A Common Interface in order to access your A&A user account details. Please note, A&A user account details may be stored by calling apps such as Iowa School Alerts, but that it is at each application's discretion. Each application that uses A&A may also maintain their own account details, which may include account details from A&A. To modify the account details that each application retains, you will need to seek out instructions for each respective application, as this is outside the scope and control of A&A. This is the Enterprise A&A Common Interface sign-in screen, and you have been sent to the sign-in view. You must authenticate with your account in order to access your account details. Enter your account ID. It is not case sensitive, so don't worry about upper and lowercase characters when you type it in. Enter your password. This is case sensitive, so make sure you enter upper and lowercase characters as you did when you set up your password. Press the Account Details button. This will perform an account authentication. If there is a problem, like you typed in the wrong password, you will remain on this screen and will get an error message. If your credentials were fine, you will be allowed to proceed to view and perhaps modify your A&A account details. This is the account management screen where users can modify or update their user account details. Please note, user accounts that do not end with @IowaID may not have the ability to perform all the account detail modifications mentioned in the rest of this presentation. Your current account details values will appear in the following text boxes. Adjust these values as necessary. Please note, make sure that if you choose to change your email address, that it is a valid email address you have access to and it is not already associated with another A&A user account. Press the Save button. This will perform a user account details save. If there is a problem like you typed an email address already used for another user account, you will remain on this screen and will get an error message. If your account details were entered in and saved fine, you will be allowed to return to the account management screen, or you can proceed on to the calling application. If you press the Go Back to My Account Options button, you will be sent back to the account management screen. If you press the Continue To button, since you have already authenticated to just getting to the account details screen, you will be automatically redirected to the calling application. In this example, you would be sent to Iowa School Alerts. Press the Change Password button. This will take you to the password change screen where you can establish a new password for authenticating your user account. Please note, it is a good idea to change your password from time to time, so please keep this feature in mind as you continue to use A&A. If there is a problem like you typed in the wrong old password or the password format was incorrect for your new password, you will remain on this screen and will get an error message. If your credentials were fine, you will be asked to authenticate again using your new password. Enter the password you just used to authenticate with. Enter New Password and Confirm New Password fields take a matching new password value of your choice as long as it meets the password rules that are found near the bottom of the screen. Press the Save New Password button. This will attempt to change the password for your user account. If there is a problem, like you typed in the wrong old password or an invalid new password based on the password rules, you will remain on this screen and will get an error message. If your passwords were entered correctly, you will be sent to the Sign In Common Interface screen. Now that your password has changed, you can authenticate using your new password. Press the Change Baseline button. This will send you to the Create Identity Baseline screen. The Create Identity Baseline screen allows you to create new security identity baseline questions and answers that can be used to recover your password should you ever forget it. Please note, your existing identity baseline questions and answers will be completely replaced with the new ones you establish here. There are two different types of questions asked on this page. Some require you to pick from a list, while others ask you to make up your own questions. Please note, you cannot use the same question for other selections. Also, this process will replace all existing baseline questions that you established during account creation. Once you have selected and/or entered your questions, you will want to answer them with answers that only you would know. Try to make these not overly complex as to make it hard for you in the future to remember these. The answers are not case sensitive, but spaces will remain should you use a phrase rather than a single word. Please note, you cannot use the same answer for more than one question. Since the answer input is masked for security reasons, you must type them in again to confirm the values you entered are what you wanted. Press the Save Identity Baseline button. If there is a problem, like you entered the same answers more than once, then you will remain on this screen and will get an error message. If everything is fine, you will be sent on to set up your account password. If your identity baseline questions were entered and successfully saved, you will be allowed to return to your account management screen, or you can proceed on to the calling application. If you press the Go Back to My Account Options button, you will be sent back to the account management screen. If you press the Continue To button, since you already authenticated to just getting to the account details screen, you will be automatically redirected to the calling application. In this example, you would be sent to Iowa School Alerts. Anytime you are on the account management screen, you can exit A&A and go to the calling application you originally visited. Press the Continue To button. Since you already authenticated just to access the account details screen, you will be automatically redirected to the calling application. In this example, that would be Iowa School Alerts. You may see the following redirect notification screen after pressing the Sign In button. Hopefully it will only show for a very brief time, but if it happens to stay here very long, this could indicate that the Iowa School Alerts app is rendering slow for some reason. There are many reasons why this could happen. We describe a few of them on the redirect notification screen. We also provide a direct link you can click if you want to see if that helps things go quicker. Please note, if you are not being redirected in a timely manner, and the link does not work any better, you should report this to those responsible for the application you are trying to access. Many sites have help information. If you are not able to locate this information, you can use the Help Request URL provided to report it to the A&A support, and we will communicate it to the agency responsible for the application in question. Please provide the URL or the web address of the website you are trying to access so we know who to contact on your behalf. If all goes well, you will now be back at the Iowa School Alerts application and will be logged on and can use the app as necessary. Thanks for watching. Please enjoy our other slide videos about Enterprise A&A.